to answer what is your expected salary when you are applying for Germany jobs. I am going to take just one general negotiation idea, and based on that I am going to do my research and share my insights in this video. The idea is, when you are asked about your expected salary, you should not give a single number. Instead, you need to provide a range from A to B. So the obvious questions are, what should be my range? How can I come to that range? What are the deciding factors to come to that particular range? Let us find answers for all these questions along this video. Firstly, some basics. You need to understand that German employers' way of deciding a specific salary is usually different from what we have experienced in India. In simple terms, in India we used to ask for minimum 30% of hike from our current salary, and it can go up to 50% or 100%. But for Germany, it is entirely different. We cannot simply go with a number of percentage here. Deciding salary for a specific role happens through multiple factors, such as city of employment, size of the company, your years of experience, your skills, sometimes also your German language proficiency, and of course the approved budget limit. But the best part in Germany is that most of the employers do not ask about your previous salary. Even if you had already settled for a smaller salary, but later you realize that your market worthiness is more than what you are currently earning, from your new employer you can ask for it, provided you satisfy all the requirements. So the process goes like this. You look for a job and you apply for it with your CV and cover letter. If the employer finds your CV fit for the company, they shortlist your CV and they contact you and they ask your salary expectation. If you provide a number or a range, and if that fits for the employer as per their approved budget limit, only then they will proceed with the next steps of hiring process. If your expectations do not meet, then and there only the employer stops the hiring process. There is no back and forth discussion until you go to the last round of interview. Now let's move on to finding or defining a salary range for your profile. First one, I will set my priority by asking following three questions. A. How much money do I or my family need to survive in Germany? This includes the cost of living in your targeted city, only with public transport, no car, and any other mandatory commitments back in India. Either it is to send some money for your parents or your parents-in-law, or any other loans like personal loans or something like that. The bare minimum that you need to get from your Germany job to survive. This is my first question. What is my survival money? B. How much money do I or my family need in order to live a decent life? One step above the mere survival. In my terms, decent life means the survival money what we defined in my previous question plus 1,000 euros net salary. This can be used to buy a car in EMI in Germany, or to go out multiple times in a month for eating in restaurants and other stuff, or to start a small savings or investments in either of the country. Then C. How much money do I or my family need to live a luxury life in Germany? By luxury, I do not mean the lifestyle of millionaires and billionaires. That is way far ahead. I am talking about the above average lifestyle of a middle class family, or to some extent above that. So in numbers, the decent life money plus either 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000, whatever the bigger number you can get as net salary from your targeted job. I may use this extra net salary for multiple travels across Germany, or couple of travels across Europe, or to regular travels to India. We can use it in a number of ways. Obviously, the next question comes like, how do you put numbers for all these three questions? First one, I will try to find the cost of living in your targeted city. I think for Germany, there is a good number of creators who are sharing this information genuinely. So you can try to check those videos and get a sense of what will be the cost of living. That will be my first step. Secondly, I would calculate about all other commitments what I have in India. Thirdly, since I am already married, I would think about how I can engage my wife and kid in some kind of activities so that they are not bored or they are not frustrated leaving our home country and coming here. Like this, I will try to get the numbers for all the necessities of me. Let's say it comes to 2,500 euros per month. I will still try to be more conservative. I will try to add little more to this, either 250 euros or 500 euros to this number so that I am really ready to survive in Germany. If there are still some euros left in my bank account after spending for all necessities, I will be already happy. But if I don't have enough, then it will be a problem. So that conservative of 250 to 500 euros will be definitely as part of my consideration. Let's say if I decide my survival money as 3000 euros, then my decent life will be 4000 euros and my luxury life will be 5000 or 5500 euros net salary. This is just an example, let's say for a tier 2 city. Now you are done with your part. That is to come to a conclusion about your expected numbers. Next thing is to identify what the employers are actually paying for our roles in Germany. Because I may think that I can live comfortable life or I can survive only with 250k euros per annum. But employer is not going to give that salary, right? Maybe if you are going to the top level of your organization, you will be able to get that. It's not like nobody can get it. But to my experience level, let's say for 10 years of IT experience, will I be able to get that kind of salary or not? This is what I'm going to do in my next part of research. Based on that research, we can come to a common ground between our expectations and employers offering, right? If that does not come to your common ground, that's where you need to apply other negotiation techniques to bring to a common ground. Of course, that's other part of discussion. Now let's go on to research about what is the average salary for your role in Germany. I will provide you a couple of websites here. First one is gehalt.de and the second one is kununu.com. I don't know if I am pronouncing it correctly. And of course glassdoor.com, but pay attention to the location what you are choosing. So if you look at these websites for your role, either you will get one specific salary number or mostly you will get a salary range there itself. Now we are done with most of our research. First you have your 3 numbers. Now you have a salary range already given to different employees. Now let's do an example of how you can define your number or how I would define my number. Assume I get my numbers like this: 50k euros per annum as survival money, 65k euros per annum as decent money, and 80k euro as luxury money. And on the other side, I will see what is being offered from the company. So now how I would range my number. For small and mid-sized companies, I would put my range like this: 55k euro to 70k euro. Please note the difference what I am doing. My survival is 50k, but I am starting with 55k to 70k. Even if the employer is trying to reduce from my range, usually that will not happen, because as I said previously, if the range fits, only then employer will proceed with your next level of interview. If I get 55k, I am already surviving, plus I will have 5k extra. But if I am going to get something to 65 or 70k range, that is between my decent and luxury lifestyle. If it is from bigger company, then I will go like this: 70k to 85k range. Here you need to note that the city can be different. In that case, my numbers would also change. But if my numbers do not change, it still stays with this 50, 65 and 80. And if I get an offer from a bigger company, then I will go with 70 to 85k. If I am able to negotiate in this range, then I am already starting my lifestyle between decent and luxury. Then as I grow in that company, either I will get more bonuses, or after few years, if I am exploring different opportunities, then I will be able to lead my life in a better way. This is just my way of researching and my way of putting things around this question. You don't need to blindly follow this. If you don't have any techniques at the moment, you can start with this technique. It will really help you. If there are some professionals who have already followed some style and have got an offer in Germany, feel free to write your experience in the comments so that it helps others as well. There are so many professionals who are struggling to move from this step to next step. Your one single comment can help the other professionals, indirectly can help my channel also. After getting a package, if you want to know how much money you will be able to save in Germany, then check out the video appearing here. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in this video or in my next video.